If you are someone that is new to photography, there is a good chance you are looking at photo editing programs. And if you're looking at photo editing programs, you've probably seen the most popular photo editing program out there called Adobe Lightroom. But what you may not know is that there are two different versions of Adobe Lightroom, and the different versions have different features that may be very important for the type of photography and editing that you are planning on doing. Even if you are an experienced photographer, it might be a little bit confusing to understand what the actual differences between the two different versions of Lightroom are. So in this video, I'm going to break down those differences and the ones that are probably going to be most important to you. First of all, the two different versions are called Lightroom and Lightroom Classic, a naming convention that just adds to the confusion, unfortunately. So from here on out, I'm going to refer to them as Lightroom Classic and Lightroom Cloud or Creative Cloud, because that is one of the major differences between the two, and I'll get more into that a little bit later. But before we talk about the differences, let's talk about the similarities between the two different versions of Lightroom. Both Lightroom Classic and Lightroom Creative Cloud are photo editing programs that are designed to help you organize and process large amounts of photos. Now, both versions of Lightroom should not be confused with Photoshop. Photoshop is a program that is designed to make pretty in-depth adjustments, usually to singular photos. You can think about this like removing backgrounds, removing objects, replacing objects, creating composites of multiple different photos. Both versions of Lightroom are designed for you to make simpler adjustments such as color and exposure and grading and even some light masking, but it is generally not designed for you to create heavy edits like composites or combine multiple different photos into something completely new. Both versions of Lightroom will help you organize and process a series of photos, not just a singular one. But the adjustments you can make in Lightroom are a bit more surface level than you can in Photoshop. Both versions of Lightroom allow you to process a wide array of image formats, including RAW files. So if you're someone that shoots primarily in RAW, you are in luck with either of these programs. Both versions of Lightroom allow you to create and store presets. Both versions of Lightroom have very similar editing features. They are nearly identical in terms of color management, exposure management, color grading, color isolation, and a number more of effects and adjustments that you can make to your photos. Both versions of Lightroom allow you to create masks, allowing you to individually adjust specific areas of an image without affecting the rest of the image. When it comes to masking, both versions of Lightroom also include Adobe's AI features. This includes things like subject detection, sky detection, defocusing, and background recognition. It also includes generative fill and spot removal tools, and amongst other tools as well. Now let's pause here real quick and talk about pricing, because both versions of Lightroom can be attained through a few different subscriptions through Adobe. Unfortunately, Adobe does not allow us to purchase the program by itself anymore, but does offer a subscription service that allows continuous updates and access to their cloud storage services. Adobe offers Lightroom in three different subscriptions. One is the all-encompassing Creative Cloud subscription, which comes in at around $60 per month and gets you access to all of Adobe's programs. If you don't need Adobe's entire suite of programs, you can subscribe individually to Lightroom for $12 a month. This will get you access to both Lightroom Classic and Lightroom Creative Cloud, as well as 1 terabyte of Adobe Cloud storage. Now, if you are someone that does compositing and needs some more advanced photo manipulation features, Photoshop is a must-have. For those photographers out there, there is the Adobe Photography Bundle, which gets you access to Lightroom, Lightroom Classic, and Photoshop, as well as some additional programs for around $20 per month. Now, real quick, let's look at some of the differences between the two versions of Lightroom. This won't be a comprehensive list of all of the differences because there are quite a few and you can kind of get into the minutia with these differences, but these will be the differences that will matter most to new photographers and will help you decide which program is the right fit for you. The first and probably biggest difference is that Lightroom Classic is a desktop-only application. This means you have to be in front of a computer in order to use Lightroom. It does not have a mobile application for your phone or a tablet. However, Lightroom Creative Cloud does have mobile applications. And if you are storing your photos in the Adobe Cloud, your edits, your adjustments, your presets, all will flow seamlessly across multiple devices, including mobile. The interface on Lightroom Creative Cloud is a bit more simplistic than Lightroom Classic, and this is for good reason. Lightroom Creative Cloud is designed as more of a streamlined photo editing experience. It doesn't have as wide of a feature set as Lightroom Classic, but it has the things that are most important to photographers, and especially photographers that are on the go. Lightroom Creative Cloud gives you quick access to all of the color adjustments and masking adjustments that Lightroom Classic does. Both feature sets are virtually identical. But where Lightroom Creative Cloud is a bit more pared down is in its rating system. In Lightroom Creative Cloud, you can rate your photos with a star rating from 1 through 5. However, in Lightroom Classic, you can rate your photos 1 through 5 with a star, or you can rate them based on color flags as well. You can also rate star and color flags on the same image. While both versions of Lightroom allow you to merge photos together in either an HDR image, a panoramic image, or a panoramic HDR image, only Lightroom Classic allows you to batch merge multiple different panoramas or HDRs at once. In Lightroom Creative Cloud, you will have to merge HDRs and panoramas individually with each set. Both versions of Lightroom allow you to copy and paste settings across multiple different photos at once. However, Lightroom Creative Cloud by default only copies and pastes the color adjustments across the multiple different photos. It does not copy and paste things like masking, profile corrections, crop aspect ratios, etc. Whereas Lightroom Classic does allow you to pick and choose which of those adjustments you want to copy across your photos. Now, in Lightroom Creative Cloud, you can copy over things like masks to multiple different photos, but you have to go into the masking panel first, hit Control or Command C, and then Control or Command V across those photos that you want to paste it to. Another major difference between Lightroom Classic and Creative Cloud is Lightroom Classic's ability to create printing mockups and layouts. For example, if you are printing on a 13 by 19 sheet of photo paper and you are printing a series of smaller prints, it allows you to lay out your photos and create grids of your photos so that it is well organized and ready to print straight from Lightroom. Lightroom Creative Cloud does not have these features at all. So overall, there are quite a few similarities and a few very notable differences between the two programs. But that still leaves the question, which program is right for you? Lightroom Creative Cloud is going to be the best program for someone that wants ease of use and simplicity. If you want to be able to turn photos around quickly, have them accessible across multiple different devices, and be able to make edits and deliver digitally on the go, Lightroom Creative Cloud is going to be your best bet. It's also going to make sense for someone that just simply doesn't need the more extensive feature set of Lightroom Classic. If you are a newer photographer, Lightroom Creative Cloud is going to be a better program to start with. It's a lot more intuitive to use. The adjustments are still as powerful when it comes to color and actually editing your photos, but some of those professional niche features are definitely missing from Creative Cloud. That doesn't mean you'll miss those features as a newer photographer though. So if you're looking to learn, Lightroom Creative Cloud is a good platform to start. Now, Lightroom Classic is definitely going to be the choice for professionals, especially professionals that are shooting a large series of photos. The more extensive rating system and the ability to copy a more comprehensive set of edits across a series of photos makes Lightroom Classic much more usable for someone that will be dealing with hundreds or thousands of photos. Now, that's not to say professional photographers won't find use out of Lightroom Creative Cloud. I personally use Lightroom Creative Cloud as a wedding photographer to quickly turn around preview photos in a day or two. Being able to quickly transfer and upload a few select photos, apply some minimal adjustments, and send it out to my clients within a day or two, sometimes even that same day, is a great value add, and it really helps improve a client's experience with you. And that's pretty much it. Those are the major differences that I've experienced between Lightroom Classic and Lightroom Creative Cloud, and how I think they will affect your experience as a new photographer. Now, I would love to hear what your experience has been with both versions of Lightroom down in the comments below. If there are some differences that you've noticed that I haven't mentioned here, please let the viewers know in the comments as well. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button. If you want to see more photography related content like this, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.